hadn't hit the recording button this whole time. I'm glad I remembered, like, oh fuck, we got to do a show.
Well, we're just
Um,
catching up with each other, bud. It's good.
no, yeah, I was so enthralled by seeing you. Um,
I know. Me
no,
too.
what was I? It was something about Spinal Tap.
Nice.
Oh, the
Oh,
version of them, like
oh,
with the
commentary.
commentary by
I
Spinal
haven't
Tap.
heard that. Yeah, I haven't done that.
Oh, there were two versions. I have them. I don't know where the DVD of Spinal Tap is, somewhere around here. I'm sure I could probably download it with the audio, but
Yeah,
there are
I'd love to
versions
hear that.
when it came out. There was a version that came out with commentary by Michael McKean, Harry Shearer, Christopher Guest,
Yeah,
and then years later another version came out with commentary as Spinal Tap. And oh my God, if you thought it was funny just watching the movie, hearing their commentary on their own movie, oh Jesus Christ, that is so
dude,
good.
I gotta hear that. I
Yeah,
gotta
and
see
I'm sure
that.
it's on the Blu-ray. I'm sure it's on a DVD set. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find it. But
Okay.
that
Huh.
was so good, so good, man.
All right, my friend. We
Well,
got our
we
first
got caught
episode.
up, and
Yeah.
all that stuff was off the record. So, you know, so I'm glad it was, because I think that you got rid of the evidence just in time. So, you know, whew.
Oh, that's
But
good stuff, though.
anyway,
Yes, sir.
now nobody knows.
Yo, buddy.
Yes.
Oh, I like
So
Mr. Shark. Yeah.
yes. So
Yep.
let's do this thing. We ready to do this?
Let's roll.
All right.
Hey guys, this is Glenn from Volcana, and you're listening to Heavy Metal Horror.
I am Montag, master of illusion. What goes up must come down, but not always.
Yeah, this is ChopTop, and the curse is real, and it's on you.
And we're not talking just STDs, folks.
No.
And you are watching and listening to Heavy,
Heavy
Metal
metal.
Horror. Kitties, this week's show and the next show are both
Hang on, bud.
for
Sorry. Nice. Yeah, got to take that. Yeah, get that in there. Yeah.
this is my old mango kush, and you can taste
Okay.
the mango. It is so
Oh,
good. I'm like,
very nice.
oh yeah, okay, give me that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. So where was I at? Oh yes. Well, kiddies, this show and our next one are both inspired by our very own Chop Top, who came up with these show ideas. So I'm pretty excited about delving into these things. Today, we're going to talk about the collector's curse, because that's what Chop always says when he can't excuse his buying bullshit. Right? Look at this bullshit I bought. I'm cursed. I can't help it.
Here's my surprise face.
I know, right? Exactly. Oh, Montag, you're just like a parent. Um, this is about the stuff we love to collect, whether it's a curse or not. We like to break each other's balls, and at our age, that any action's good action down there. So,
Yeah.
so Chop, this is a show that you wanted to do. You have been collecting things. We both have been collecting things most of our lives.
Decades.
As you know, we're in the throes of trying to get rid of stuff to move, because we don't want to move all this shit. And I've said I am done with the stuff. I'm gonna get rid of as much as I can.
I wish I could say the same, but because the bug still gets me. But at the same time, it's just like, I if I have a legacy, something to pass, yeah. Hey, I got a bunch of fucking DVDs and a bunch of fucking guitars and
Yeah.
collectibles. Here you go. That's what I get to give my kids. I have nothing else to pass on to them. But
Okay.
I have some really meaningful stuff to me that uh, has meant a lot throughout all the years, and the way I
Yeah.
received them and whatnot. So yeah, it's very important to me.
Well, let's start with one of those things then, because I got some things
Okay.
written down. So let's start, man. Like what what do you want to begin with? One of the things that
Well,
you like to collect, or that's
here
meaningful
is
or important.
I got this my buddy Rob, you know.
Hmm.
my best friends. But he sent me this. This is a signed, autographed, the band Iron Maiden from the
Oh,
Final Frontier lineup.
oh, wow. So who's all signed it? The whole band?
All the whole band.
Wow. How the hell did he get that?
I have no idea. He just said, I want to get you something such might have been a birthday present or something like that. I'm like, thanks, buddy. He's like,
Wow,
what the
that's
fuck?
cool.
So yeah, that's very meaningful to me because that's
Just
my number one band. So I lead
right,
off with
right.
that.
Just don't
Um,
accidentally put it in the wash or have someone close to you put it in the wash thinking it was dirty.
ex- exactly.
Not that I'm bitter, Mom.
And of course, we met, we got to meet Bruce and Adrian on the Accident of Birth tour, which was, one of a, we talked about it in previous
Yes.
shows
Oh,
before,
yes.
which was
Yes, we did.
amazing. You get to sit down. I had a drink with Adrian. I'm just like, oh my God, like,
Yeah,
sit
kind of a
down, sit down,
surreal
buddy.
moment.
Have a drink with me. I'm just like,
Yes.
yeah. I'm shaking the whole time I'm going there.
Yeah, a very
Yeah.
surreal moment. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, wow, this shouldn't be happening. No, I get
Yeah.
it. I totally get it. I felt that
So
way the
that
very
was,
first time I saw them. Like, got backstage, I'm like, fucking, what am I doing here?
yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? This is,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know. Yeah, that first time, man. Oh,
It's like you pop your cherry, man, that first time. It's like, what
yeah,
the
I was
fuck?
driving home like a madman that whole time home, like I was floating. Man, I couldn't believe it.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's one experience there, bud. I'll give you another. Do we want to go like couple at a time or something
No,
like
no,
that?
I
Or
mean, I don't know how many you have. I mean, we can go back and
I,
forth. I can talk about the very
okay.
first thing I remember as a kid having a lot of and really loving. I don't know if I was technically collecting because I think I was too young to know about that. But my dad was always a big collector, but he always collected oddball things. Like he loved collecting Avon bottles, Jim Beam whiskey bottles, although he wasn't a drinker. He loved collecting Avon bottles. And so I used to play with like the Avon. There was like a car, I think it was a Jaguar. And I used to, it was like, it was, it didn't roll or anything like that, but I used to play with it when I was a little kid. But so I think I just kind of grew up thinking, oh, stuff is good, like you having stuff around you. And so I remember
Right.
my Hot Wheel collection.
It's a weird
Wow.
thing. It's because I think with the collector's curse thing, I think there's part of it. It's like it's not pride so much. It's like it's a security, and
Yes.
it's to know that for me also it was a oh, I don't know, being part of a completist, especially with
Yeah.
musical groups that I really like, to have that whole set of their works or something
Sure.
is something that's is
Yeah.
very, very important to me, especially if you're like a huge fan.
Right.
And there's like, I mean, my top three bands of all time are Maiden, Sabbath, and Priest. I mean, that's it. And if I can have all three, then I'm good. Of
Hmm.
course, there's the outliers, and stuff like that. And you can have,
Everything else is an outlier, right?
but at the same time, yeah. Then you're like, Joe, why do you have 27, CDs
What?
of this band when they're not your top three, you stupid
Right.
motherfucker? But anyways, but yeah,
Yes.
there's something to be said about. I don't know. It's not a
I get it.
pride thing. It's just
No.
I feel good about it because
Right.
I can
It's
go anytime to that physical media and say, "Yep, your internet can go down, go fucking blow a bag of dicks. I can fucking grab this anytime I fucking want. I got it, and there you
right.
go. And
Unless
what
the
can you do?
electrical
You
grid
can't
went
take nothing
down.
away from me. You can't. You could. Hey, there's few things in this world they can take away from you. Your music and your faith are two fucking things they can't take
Mhm.
away from you, and that's the way I look at it.
Play it in your head. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. No,
So
I
that's for me
good, man.
personally.
No, that's awesome. No, it's fantastic. I know I rib you about it. No, I totally get it. Because like you, I mean, now I'm feeling a lot different about just physical things than I used to. And I don't know
Sure.
if it's just
As we
age or
as we progress in age
yeah, age or
and like you get
depression,
what you're getting ready to do with the house and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, I just don't want to
Yeah,
move it. And I'm like, I realize when I see stuff that's been in a box for 10 years and I haven't touched it, I'm like, what am I keeping it for? Like, well,
I get you.
if there are books that I haven't read or movies I haven't watched, I'm like, Jesus, when am I gonna do it? So
Yeah.
either, shit or get off the pot. And so I've been just throwing away like things that I spent years building, like my movie collection. Because most of it I thought if I want to keep it, like because my movie collection is one of those things where it's not the Hot Wheels were the first thing I remember just really loving, but it was through my movies, starting off because the fact of when we first got our VCR, way back in the day, I'm like, oh my
Mhm.
God, I can record things from the TV. I can
Right?
record,
I was
or
just like, are you kidding me? I can do
yeah,
everything,
I can watch this anytime I want. It was just the concept was just so mind blowing. And then I remember getting work at not one, not two, but three different video stores because I got free movie rentals. Because I would, put my VCRs together and just like
Yeah. I
make
just
copies, and then, luckily, like my friend, it was actually Slutmeister, the slut. We had we grew up
slut.
together,
Yeah.
and our VCRs were compatible because sometimes they weren't because they had that copy protection. Remember that on the tapes?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep.
You get that weird flash. It looked like you were watching this scrambled porn, which isn't a bad thing.
Ah,
Not that I haven't spent many a year at my formative years figuring out like, oh, I think that's a nipple. Oh,
my stuff.
yeah. Sorry, Aunt Joan.
Oh,
Oh,
well, there's something
gotta
that,
finish this one.
a great point you said about the freshness of everything. It's like even when we could record cassette from like the radio,
Yes.
you know, so Z-Rock or something, you
Yeah,
just
you
like
make your own
you
mixtape.
hit like you're like, yeah, get
Yeah.
your but then the announcer comes in and fucking ruins everything at the end of it.
Yeah.
But you're just like, but it was just something like, I'm getting away with something, but this is cool at the
Or
same
you had an
time. But it was
album
fresh.
and
It
put it
was
onto
something like,
cassette.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I had a double cassette deck and a turntable.
Oh, I did too.
And that's how I
In my early days.
discovered Iron Maiden. It was like my friends knew that and they would say, "Hey, can you put this album on cassette for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem," which allowed me to hear all this awesome music. That's where I heard my first Judas Priest. It was like Screaming for Vengeance and Defenders of the Faith.
Yeah, your first
And
Judas Priest.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck. And then that's where I first heard Iron Maiden. It was the Peace of Mind album. I'm like, oh my God,
right.
what is this
I was like,
fucking
the
band?
fuck is this?
Yeah, so this was like 1984, 83, 84. I mean, this is
Mhm.
like, these are our fresh albums. And I was making cassettes, because they gave me the cassettes. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be happy to put it on cassette for you.
Absolutely.
Because, they were driving in their cars and that's where they wanted to listen to the music. And I got all the music too, you know, and I thought that's kind of cool. But my movie collection was like that as well. Went from like recording stuff like off of TV, that's my Star Blazers and Star Trek and those things, to like getting store, videotapes and making nice copies. Like, oh, I
Yeah,
can watch this anytime. And then, of course, when it goes to like, DVD, then like, oh, I got to do it all over again.
you
A
know.
little more selective. And then, oh, you get a DVD to burn in your computer. And Netflix, you can get as many DVDs you,
Yeah.
oh, well, look at
I'll go to
that.
Discount Drug Mart and get myself the, rental, and I'll fucking do that in my own home
Yeah,
computer. I got
yeah.
a
And I would just
copy.
burn copies.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now I have everything digital. I, you know, I'm getting rid of all my physical media and, it's like, I just don't want it anymore. Like, if I can still have access and put all my movies on a hard drive, I'm fine with that,
I'm
you know?
bipartisan to the whole physical versus digital thing. There's a part of it I see yeah, it saves on, space and you don't have to, but at the same time, it's like there's a meaningful, like a connection to me. I don't know if it's a selfish kind of thing or anything, but I feel just being grow up in a whole, physical media age and
Hmm.
enjoying that. It's like
Oh yeah.
if I didn't see it there, you maybe I haven't listened to it in like a month or something. But if I don't see it there, something's gonna, like I
Yeah.
don't know, resonates with me maybe a little differently. And
Right.
I'm not
It's
in the same
because
situation
no,
or
it's your security. And for me, a long time, it was served the same kind of function. Having stuff that was stability, that was safe. It was I could insulate, I could kind
my
of cocoon
go-to.
cocoon myself in these things, and they are mine, and I could go to them anytime. It was very comforting. So I completely get that. Um, but and I still love having a physical media. I do. I love having a movie, and because with a DVD or Blu-ray,
Yeah.
I like seeing a more vibrant picture, especially on higher special effects movies like the new Star Treks and Star Wars, and
Oh yeah.
then watching old like Universal stuff, high grade, like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. The color, the
Right.
black and
It
white.
brings it out.
Yeah.
It,
And then the Godzilla movies and like
oh
everything,
my
like, oh,
God.
it just looks so great. So I have no problem with that. But now I
Godzilla
have,
-1. That's all I need to say. There
yeah.
you
Oh no, I have some physical media.
go.
Like I have all my Japanese stuff, my kaiju
Yeah.
monster stuff. I will keep, and I have some anime like Star Blazers and Speed Racer and things like that
Yeah.
I'll keep. But
Snap.
90.
It's almost like it's like a collector's thing. It's also gonna be it's a comfort food as well.
Yes.
It comforts us. The
Right.
nostalgia, where we were at, how we got
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
There's something to be said about it.
comfort, for movies are the comfort for me. Like when I'm working, I'll put on a movie that I've seen a bajillion times because it helps pass the
Right.
time in a way different than music. Music sometimes can be too distracting for me in a way. I
I
want to
agree.
listen to the music.
Yeah, I get you on that too.
So, I'll throw on like I've got a whole like
Sing
I've
from
been
another world. You can have in the back.
yeah, or I'll put on TV shows like Andy Griffith.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
I've made like a 12-hour mixtape of Andy Griffith episodes that I like, and I took out the beginning and the end whistling
yeah.
because I'm so fucking tired of hearing that.
What you need to do is nip it in
Yeah,
the bud.
yeah, but I've
I
got
love that episode. It's
yes,
one of my
yes,
favorites.
but I'll put
So
that
yeah,
on,
I
and
love the show. So yeah,
yeah.
I get you.
So that
That's what I
I
fall
totally get the
asleep
comforting.
most nights to is actually Andy Griffith because I just like
Yeah, I
in the
get it.
background. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, Pluto TV is great. It's got them on, Andy Griffith and Adam's Family, and so I get it. The things, and especially those things from our childhood, all
yeah,
those things are so comforting. So I totally understand the importance of and
yeah,
the pleasure and the comfort of like the creature comforts, like the physical media and movies and TV shows. Like watching Kolchak, I watch it yearly. Every year I watch Kolchak the Night
yep,
Stalker, or at least listen to
dude.
it a
Oh
time
yeah,
or two when I'm working because it goes by so quickly. There's only 20
yeah,
episodes. Um, but I will put that on, and I still listen to it. I still love it,
yeah.
So I totally get it. Um, so yeah. Anyway, so
Another example.
yeah,
I'll keep going.
yeah.
Back in 2023, I went to what's the last horror hound I went to? Yeah, with Rob and his wife, and I got the Psycho Fiend.
Oh,
Misfits.
was that a box like a box set? Oh, of figures.
Yeah,
Wow, look at that.
yeah. I mean, I love the Misfits. I love
Yeah,
the
that was
I
fun
love the
seeing them
Psycho
live at
Fiend.
the World Series of Metal.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. But this, that was very special purchase for me because just I've always, I'm wearing right now a Misfit shirt,
Nice.
but this was just like to have the Fiend, man, the Psycho Fiend was just something special. And I mean, yeah, unopened, and I was like, yep,
Yeah,
that's
cool,
one of
man.
my favorite collectibles. Then there's a story on that. Another collectible I got, being the big Judas Priest fan I was years ago. It was such a sad life. Um, but I don't ask anything for Christmas or anything, but I bought myself around a Christmas time present, and I
Some new.
bought the entire Judas Priest complete albums collection,
Oh, very nice.
all the studio albums,
Excellent. Have they been
but
remastered or are they still in their glorious original?
remastered ones. That's why when you said like "Turn on your light," that one
Yeah,
bonus, I'm like, oh, I knew exactly what the fuck you're saying. It's
yeah.
horrible,
Oh, it's the
but
worst.
yeah, but Nostradamus is the biggest piece of shit. But beyond that, and then I continued after, even with their newer, which are stellar, their last
Yeah.
two
Yeah. Every
releases.
band's allowed one turd.
Right. But
You got
man,
to get it out of your system.
this is like, and I got this. This is pre-sold. And I got for $50. And you
Huh?
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
Like 20 albums,
10, 12
15 albums.
fucking albums. $50. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. And it's all remastered. And it's the blacks. I'm like, okay.
There you go.
One Christmas present I gave myself. It's like, no, no. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. I usually just buy a new 6-pack of Virgin socks, so daddy needs to feel something little strange, little new, little strange. Oh yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
The
Another
next
thing.
thing I as a kid,
Oh, go ahead, bud.
no, well, yeah, we'll just go back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved. I mean, my toys were really important. Toys have still been part of my life. Yeah, my entire life. They still are part of my life. So it's not like I love them any less. I mean, I wish I miss the days of being able to play like a kid and have that sense of wonder and fantasy and
Yeah.
imagination.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the ones that stand out to me as a kid, I remember like the Mego had a line of Planet of the Apes dolls or figures because the Planet of
Oh,
the
I
Apes
remember
was
those.
huge in the movies, the TV series.
Yes, I had some of those
Yeah,
myself.
I had the only one I did not have. I had everything but like there was a gorilla, like a soldier on a horse,
Mhm.
and like, oh man, I wanted that. And I was at it was they had one at a I was down at oh, where was I? I think I was at a flea market with my grandpa and grandma, and I saw it there, and I wanted to get it, but I'm like, do I? It was a little more pricey than I wanted to pay for it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, okay, it's not that big of a deal, you know. But
Cool.
yeah, I loved those, and I had the Mego like superheroes, you know, the ones with the Batman had the cape and the cowl and the gloves that came off,
Yep.
and I had Evil Knievel. You know, the stunt cycle was like the best thing in the world.
It was fucking awesome.
You know, the sky. I had the sky cycle. I had the stunt bike. But also, with the Planet of the Apes, I not only had the figures, I also had the tree house and the fortress. So I had the play sets, the two play sets that came with it.
Interesting you say that, because I had General Urko and I had some of the other,
Yeah.
the figures, but then Treehouse, Dad didn't, we didn't get it for whatever reason. My dad actually built me from a tree stump or something. He built me like a tree house, an
Oh, that
original,
is so cool.
for my action figures. I remember that very clearly.
Wow. Oh
Yeah,
man, that's
that
awesome.
was fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. Made out of a real tree. That's
Real
fantastic.
tree. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay,
Good memory.
so yeah, these are all good memories. I like that.
Yeah.
So that was my Mego stuff. Okay, what's your next?
Well, my next is one of the only benefits that work gives me about every year is a $50 Amazon gift card. Thanks for all your work and put up with the bullshit. But I thank my work for giving me, I got Black Sabbath Live Evil Super Deluxe box set.
Oh, very nice.
Like, and
Yeah,
this
that's the
thing
Dio.
is,
That's the Dio
yeah, and this
on
is
the
loaded.
Power or Mob Rules tour, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is loaded. I mean, just that artwork alone, man, that's iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's from the Live Evil original. Anyways,
I
I mean,
like that album a lot.
me
I
too.
really do. Yeah.
I mean, but there's a remix version in it, and there's the original remastered. I gotta say, the remix is probably actually better than the remastered. There's
Really.
some things where you can hear Ronnie actually, he's saying drowning out, or Tony's like guitar things going down, and Ronnie's saying something else over top of that, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, cool, it's like live right on stage, and
Yeah.
you really feel it. So, but
Nice.
no, man, this is just tremendous. And like I saw it for a price on there, and I'm like, I had a gift card. I'm like, okay, you get this hardbound booklet with it
Hmm.
that comes with photos and everything else.
That's
Go through
great.
about Mob Rules Tour, Heaven and Hell shit, everything. I mean, it's just loaded. You
Nice.
get, it says there's a poster too, and let's see if this out. Oh, this is the Mob Rules. This is the original tour booklet replica of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is from the actual tour itself,
I love that. That's
and
one
it's
thing I
got
never bought a
everything.
tour book. I never did. They're cool,
I got
but
a
I never did.
couple of them. I had Robert Plant when I seen him live, and I forget who else I got. I mean, you got the pictures, you live
Yeah.
act. I mean, it's just beautiful. Um, and then you have, oh, here's the poster. Here it is here. This is fucking really cool. This is from that era.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's
I
cool.
mean, yeah, dude, that's just like it's loaded. Like this is like 47 something, and I'm like, I have
Yeah.
$50. I'm like, yep, mine.
Right.
Because I do love this live album. I
Yeah.
didn't like the production on the original so much, but it was remastered and remixed. You appreciate it more. But I could deal with it. I
Yeah.
still love the quality of the content.
Yeah.
Ronnie taking on even the old cuts
Yeah.
with the his stuff with Sabbath, and it's one of my favorites of all time. So
Yeah.
I got it.
The only song that doesn't work for me is his version of Paranoid. There's just like Ronnie doesn't bring anything to it because
Yeah,
it's just fast. It's just him like speaking, and
that's
other
right. That's right. I do
yeah.
remember that.
But that's it. And that's no fault of Dio.
No.
It's it's just the way the song is sung and the way the song is written. It's not very melodic, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but on the stuff that's theirs, like their era,
Oh, dude.
oh fuck, that sounds amazing. Yeah,
Fucking A,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Sign of
no,
the Southern Cross, all that good stuff. Jeez.
yeah, yeah.
Children of the Sea.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm getting a boner right now. So keep on talking. Hold on. Um, my next, I remember really having an obsession over, I think every kid in 1977 in America and then 1978, little movie called Star Wars. And began getting the figures like for Christmas and for my birthday and
Same one.
I still remember the smell. It smelled like candy. The
Yeah,
vinyl was sweet and it smelled
right.
like
The
Pez or
packaging.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, oh
It's
fuck,
true.
these smell good. It wasn't like strawberry shortcake. It wasn't. They weren't. Maybe they were putting in a scent. I don't know,
Maybe they
but
were
it was
subliminally,
a
yeah.
little bit of a smell. I'm like,
Purchase more Star Wars figures.
yeah,
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
all the all the figures. I had an extra stormtrooper, an extra Jawa, um, an extra sand person, and then
Yeah.
I think the only ones I got in Empire, I think I got like two. I got one of the lizard or the guy who looks like a lizard, one of the bounty hunters,
Oh yeah.
and was his name Snaggletooth or something like that. And
They,
then I
well,
got
I had Greedo, Bosk, Boba Fett.
ooh,
Yeah,
Boba
definitely
Fett.
for nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a Boba Fett. So yeah, but the original, I know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, you couldn't wait to like, oh, it's gonna, but you couldn't afford them, or your parents might like,
Yeah, they were
offhand if
like
it
I
wasn't
think they
a,
were like $3 a piece. They weren't
yeah,
overly
yeah,
expensive.
like, but at that time, yeah,
Yeah.
but but at the same time, like your parents like, no, 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 not today. We're not going.
Hmm.
Okay, but then
Yeah.
you get like a holiday time, you get like a whole fucking shit ton. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I had a couple good
Yeah.
Christmases where I remember getting a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are awesome. I had the land speeder, I had the X-Wing fighter, I had that made the sound and you push the R2D2 down and the wings open and the
Yeah,
X attack
I had
tail.
X-wing fighter, and I wish my one buddy back in the day, he had the Millennium Falcon. We get together and play. And I wish I would have had a Millennium Falcon. I was so
Mm,
jealous of him having that. I'm like, fuck. It was like the one thing, man. If you could have out of all the, that
yeah.
was it.
I remember my mom taking me to Toys R Us for my birthday, and telling me I could get anything I want. Picking, I was like 35. So, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like
Here's
which
my surprise
I
for you.
loved. I was like, yeah, like only one thing. Um, so
Hey,
that's when I got the my Millennium Falcon. I'm like the because I normally wouldn't have bought that for myself.
right,
Um, and I did buy myself a, TIE fighter because I always wanted a TIE fighter. I had an X-wing, but never a TIE
sure.
fighter. You
Yeah,
know, and the TIE fighter was cool because you push a button and the wings fall off.
right, right.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah. So I finally had the whole collection. I'm like, oh, good. And I'm like, okay, now I want an AT-AT. Like, so I
I know.
totally get it. I totally get it. Yeah, Star Wars was so big. It's
It
such an
was
obsession.
such a big thing for us,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Our
Uh,
generative years or degenerative years, I guess you would
Yeah,
say.
yeah, I've gotten rid of all my Star Wars stuff just recently. I mean, it's all used. I'm like, no one's gonna buy a 50-year-old Darth Vader shoot up Darth Vader figure. So there's probably someone out there going, I will buy it. Uh,
Yeah. Who's you will
$1 billion.
yeah.
Uh,
Judge $1 zillion. Yeah.
that's right. Um, what's next on your list, chap?
Well, I got a couple. I definitely get this in. Last year I got tickets for it, and Rob went with me to see Lamb of God and Mastodon, the Ashes of the Leviathan tour, celebrating both albums' 20th anniversaries. And he comes out of there. At one point, he comes out of one area. I'm like, what the hell's he doing? I'm like, getting shirts. I'm waiting on him. So, as a birthday gift, a late birthday present, he gets me signed drum heads from all the members of Mastodon
Wow.
and signed drum head from all the members of Lamb of God.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
And I was yeah, I was speechless. But what means so much to me now, especially, I don't know if you heard a few days ago, Brent Hines, the co-founder and everything of Lamb of God, he died in a tragic motorcycle accident.
I knew he
And
had died. I didn't read anything about the
yeah,
cause
and
or
you know,
anything
it's
like
one of
that.
my favorite bands. And yeah, that one hit hard, especially just trying to get over to Ozzy stuff,
Yeah,
getting through that, which really hit me harder than I thought it was going to. But that's for another show.
yeah,
But I just think that that brings number one. Just I love both bands, death. But just on now the hindsight, bringing it, we happen to have this show on this day. It's a couple days after. It's just like, yeah. So
sure. No, I
yeah,
get
it
it.
means a lot to me on that.
Yeah,
And then one other thing, I'll get in there. I'll save that one for later. Couple other things. I'm a huge Michael Schenker fan. Guitar
yeah,
player, and I love his work with UFO. I love a lot of his solo stuff. Even was Macaulay Schenker group and whatnot. Even the stuff with the Scorpions early on. When he was like 15 years old. But one of the things I got, it was a really good deal on Amazon a few years ago. It's a complete studio albums of UFO from 74 to 86 box set.
nice.
And it's just like I just love so much. All you need really is right here when you
Hmm.
talk about UFO. This
Yeah,
is the prime stuff. Other than the first album, that's kind of shit. But you go Phenomenon is such a fucking amazing album because I think that's when is the second album when I believe Schenker got in there. It's just it's loaded, man. And there's no booklets or anything. Just got all the CDs or
yeah.
individually, or slim case, whatever, cardboard slim. But man, it's just the work on that. You just can't go wrong with that. And I just remember I was like, I saw there's a deal. I'm like, you know what? I don't got any UFO in my collection. I love Michael Schenker's work with them. This is a hell of a deal. I'm gonna do it. So got me on that one. The other one was then Michael Schenker group released actually was there four albums, excuse me, from the 80s and stuff and a box set. Is it loud enough? Michael Schenker group.
Mhm.
And I was just like, this is loaded. And oh my god, it's got demos and outtakes. This has got a slip sleeve kind of thing going on it. Um, but yeah, Assault Attack on there, arguably might maybe his greatest, with Graham Bonnet on vocals, his greatest solo album artist. But these are all remastered. Um, yeah, this is just a hell of a set, man. This is just loaded.
Wow,
So
nice.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I got that on deal. So yeah, I'm spent with that one. So Chop Top, you're like, yeah, you can go on and on. Shut the fuck up, Chop.
No,
But
that's good, man. No,
yeah,
that we're
just give
passionate
little
about those
stories
things.
about passions I
Yeah,
have for some of
that's
these
the
things.
key. It's a passion, and that's what's behind everything. And I like that you have signed things. We both like getting things signed. I like
Sure,
having things personalized if possible. Like if they can,
sure,
because to me that's who I want it to. They're not going to remember me, but I'll remember them. And
exactly.
and so like I don't have anything signed here with me, but I have a lot of like I want to go to G Fest, which is the world's largest Godzilla fan convention in the Americas.
Yeah.
I would guests from Japan would come, and whether they were in Godzilla or Ultraman or Gamera, the directors, special effects people, I would always get things signed, and often they could write English very well, and some could speak English, so that I have a lot of things signed by them, and like posters, DVD, like the covers, the slip
Oh yeah.
sleeve DVD sleeves. Those are some of the things that I will keep always. Like, I mean, tragically, I lost about 15 signed posters in the flood. That was terrible because some of those people are no longer with us. I will never get those things back. Um,
Right.
but I have DVD sleeves signed by like Hiro Nakajima and Kenji Sahara and Ken Satsuma and Tom Kitagawa, and just all the big people, in Godzilla, the suit actors and things, and having pictures taken with them and things like that. It was just to be able to say thank you, like
Yeah.
like just to be able to say. And when I was telling to Ben Faruya, who Ultraman, just to be able to tell him how much Ultraman meant to me as a kid and how important it was. It was just so meaningful to him, because. They don't get that kind of adoration in Japan. They get respect, but they don't get that gushing love and appreciation. And
Right.
when they come to us in the States, they're so overwhelmed with that. It's a really positive experience for them. And so I'm happy that we can give back just a little bit of all the entertainment they've given us.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. I love poster sign. I think my favorite piece of memorabilia is my Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 poster.
I agree.
The signatures are all just so fucking awesome on that one.
Yep.
Um, Caroline, because I asked, can you write
I'm
this?
jealous of you. I'm jealous of you with that one because I love
Yeah.
that one.
Well, I have a picture of Caroline as well because she did some rather tasteful nudes. With her, there was one her nude like covered in blood, holding a
Oh
chainsaw.
yeah, yeah.
I think I have I think I have that.
Nice.
I do have that. I'm like, yes, of course I'm gonna get that. Uh, you know, Mrs. Montag just rolls her eyes like, um. But I just love those sign things. Yeah, like how good are you? That's what I had her
Yeah,
sign
I
it,
know.
Right. Bill Johnson wrote to Mark, the Saws family, and so are you.
So are you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck
I'm so
yes. Then he's like,
fucking
hey, you want
jealous.
to
Yeah,
go? You,
put it
you want to
more
go out
on.
and
More
you
on.
want to go
All
get
of it.
high? You want to go smoke some pot? I'm like, and
Yeah.
I wasn't a baker back then. I said, well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I was a little scared too, so I thought maybe you are gonna like saw me up. Yeah, you just might want to gut
Take
me.
my skin off.
I
Yeah.
can't tell 100%. Um,
You
but
know, I really appreciate that story, and thank you for saying with the personalized stuff because
mhm,
I've had those moments with whether it's I met Michael Polson outside of Volbeat show. It was sold out. He signed my CD. Iced Earth, I had a meet and greet with them
mhm,
with Matt Barlow and stuff, which was phenomenal. They signed like 4 CDs. Um, I've had, Horror Hound a couple years back. James Jude Courtney, who portrayed Michael Myers, and I had him try Evil Dice Tonight on there. James Jude Courtney
mhm.
and met Barbara Crampton, of course,
Yeah,
from
she's awesome. I'd
Reanimator
love to get her
fame.
on the show.
Oh man, and I had and then Kane Hodder was the one that really got me. Kane Hodder for me because I said the only true Jason I had right on my Friday the 13th thing. Rob got me.
Nice.
And he goes, "You want me to write that?" I go, "Yes, please, because you are the only true Jason." And because I read his autobiography and I watched his film, and I got pretty tearful. I mean, there's a lot of things. He had a hard, hard upbringing when it came to bullying, what he went through. And I brought that up to him, and I remember I said, "What you went through, Kane?" I said, "The bullying." I said, "I just could relate." I said, I can't tell you how much your story meant to me. I've had a lot of similar experiences." And he goes, "People really don't know the damage that really does."
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
true.
And
Right.
then he put a Jason chokehold on. He goes, "Well," because he got sued years ago for putting a chokehold. So I can't do that, but I can do this. He came and gave me an arm right, and literally it choked off my air supply. And my face in the picture, my eyes were. I'm like, "Yeah, that's real. That's not putting it up." Like I thought, I was like, "Yes, I did it."
I
So
just
no, but
came.
that was
Oh,
that was you know such an amazing
great.
emotional experience, and to personalize
Yeah.
stuff like that, and that
Yeah. It's
between
it
him and Chris.
that's what's meaningful to sharing that moment. It's the sharing the moment to say thank you or to share like how if it's something is meaningful,
What you
you know,
did,
yeah,
your
like
story, anything.
right. Um, and like I would go to Galardi Fest and see Big Chuck and Houlihan and Little John
Oh yeah.
and be able to tell them those things. And actually, their last one, the Adios Muchachos show, is coming up in September. I hope you can come to it. September
Oh,
13th, I think the Saturday after Stinkful.
I'm going to
Um,
Falcons football game.
oh, okay. On that Saturday?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. It's all right.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be there on
Uh,
Sunday
you
too.
okay.
But it's the last
Well,
one. They're saying good.
Chuck,
They're saying a formal farewell to the fans.
Chuck,
So
Chuck passed away,
he
right?
did, yeah. So he was supposed to be there, but
Unfortunately,
it's Little John's putting it on.
Little John's
So
putting
Little
on.
John's
Okay,
gonna be there. Houlihan, you know.
John
So
Rinaldi.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Oh man, cool.
no, those personal moments, like meeting, the
Like
cast from
you
TCM
met
two.
Superhost. You got
I
Superhost,
did
didn't you?
not get to see
Oh,
Superhost.
you got
I
the
got
autograph.
I wrote to him through Facebook, Martin Sullivan. I wrote to him and I said, Soup, God, let me just thank you. I grew up watching you. I just wanted to say thank you so much. And is there any way I could buy a picture, signed picture? He was living out in Oregon at the time. And he's like, no, you can't, there's nothing, you're not going to buy one. And he's like, I'll just give you one. And he said, just do something good for someone else. I'm like, that's the kind of person he was. I'm like, okay. So he didn't have any. So
That's
actually he
so
did what he
cool,
printed
man.
one out. He printed it out on a magnet for me, printed out a picture and then signed it to me. So I have it on the magnet in the fridge behind me. I'm like, I'm
I know.
not gonna,
I've seen.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And then he sent me the little slide, like the actual negative of that picture in case I wanted to make more copies. So I'm
dude,
like, oh, I know. But just to have that
so
from
cool.
him, uh, having a moment with Caroline Williams. There was a picture of us where I'm holding her.
Yeah.
Not to be too jealous, chap. Um, but that was with Bloodletter,
Oh
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But just talked with Lou Perriman and
You're
and then
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think and then my bucket list was meeting Stan Lee. That to
Oh, dude,
like,
that
and
story. I
I had
love
a
that
copy of
story
Grammar
so much.
Man, and I just want to say thank you. And the photographer is like, oh, let's go, let's go. I go, hey, no, dude, I paid $500 for this. You're gonna give me my minute with Stan Lee. And he's like, oh, okay. I go, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck you,
that's
man.
fuck off.
That's
Yeah.
right. Been sitting in line for 3 hours to talk with the legend. And I gave him a copy of Grammar Man, and he was looking through it, and he goes, "Oh, this is pretty cool." I said, "It's because of you. It's because of Spider-Man. Growing up reading." I said, "You and the love of comic books and reading, I wanted to put into this book." And he was, delighted. And in the picture of us together, you can see him holding it on his lap, like, so
Dude,
my so that was
I love
great.
that story so
Yeah,
much.
and
Yeah.
the same day as when I saw Linda Blair, hung out with her, she was a gem, just a charming, lovely, dear, sweet girl, woman. Um, and we talked about our dogs. Oh, that's the one we like when the tears started coming because of how much she loves her dog because she has a charity to help rescue animals
Oh,
and so on.
so
So
amazing.
we were showing pictures, and we were just like, I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
it was awesome,
yeah.
And then I had her sign the picture I got was of her as Reagan, like on the bed, like looking up at you. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
great. And she wrote to Mark, "Sweet dreams." I'm like, oh yeah. Um, and then that's when I met William Shatner, and
Oh, dude, you got
which
to
well,
meet William
that was
Shatner.
so awesome. And I wanted him to sign my Star Trek 4 DVD sleeve, and I had a copy of the Escape Fetal Pigs song "Why Does Captain Kirk Always Get Laid," along with the lyrics. And so
Ah,
that's what I told him about. I said, "Oh," he goes, "Hey, how are you?" I go, "Good." I go, "Hey." Um, I said I was in a band in college called the Escape Fetal Pigs, and I wrote a song called "Why Does Captain Kirk Always Get Laid?" And he started laughing, and I go, and I showed him. I go, "Here, I want to make sure you have a copy of it." And he started laughing. He goes, "Well, we both know why that is now, don't we?" I'm like, "Yes."
ah,
I said,
ah,
"Yes, because you're a starship captain and
ah.
you wear tight pants." Um, but just that moment for a brief
Dude,
second, if he had read the lyrics, I don't care if he listened to the song, but if
yeah,
he'd read the lyrics, he would like laugh, you know?
exactly.
So I'm like, I got these little moments, that are meaningful to me. Um,
Yeah,
just like the drink you had with Adrian Smith. Those, I guess if there's a collector's curse, I like collecting those moments. Just the
that,
fact of being able to kind of have that and just to say thank you for the most part.
yeah,
Just to say thank you. I appreciate you. You're meaningful to me in some way, you know. And oh, speaking of the Gallardi or the Idios Machacha show, I'm bringing cards to give. It has our address and stuff. I'm giving to
yeah.
give to Houlihan and Little John. I'm going to invite them onto the show.
Oh my gosh, dude.
anytime
Oh,
next
I wish
year.
I could make that with you, man. Oh shit.
I just want to,
Yeah.
I'm like say, hey,
Oh, can you
I got
imagine?
cigars
Yeah.
for Little John. I don't
Yep.
know if they will come on the show. I have no idea what their technological capabilities are at home, but hopefully they can get to a Zoom, meeting. So
Dude, that would be such a
I know, right?
fanboy moment, right?
So
Oh
there, I'm
shit.
dovetailing it back to the theme of the course, collecting moments. So there we go.
Agree.
All right.
I have another example here. Um, so we could go on and on probably with this show because much the
Hmm.
collectibles we've had in our years. But this was a gift for me, to me. Rob Halford's Confess autobiography. I
Hmm.
have yet to finish it. Um, but certificate of authenticity in there
Hmm.
and autographed by the metal god himself.
Oh, nice. Wow, that's awesome. Love that.
So, yeah. So, very, very, very happy with it. I mean, this is just I mean, he's a voice of we can go on and on
Yeah.
about Rob Halford. But
No, that's
that
cool,
means
man.
a lot to me. And to get that as a gift was like
Hmm.
really cool, especially one of my top 3 tier bands of all time. That was really special to me.
Nice. That's great,
Then
man.
I know that what else I've had? Oh God. Uh, like I said, I talked about Ace Tur signing stuff. I met Fates Warning before they signed some things. Ray Alder, Jim Matheos. Um, God, who else we met? Oh, Vladimir Sersha from Grip Incorporated.
Yeah,
Had
that
a
was
nice
cool.
half-hour
Yeah.
conversation when he
Yeah. Oh,
signed our
yeah. We
stuff.
just sat there and talked with him like
Yeah.
just nobody's business. We're just
Um,
chatting.
Arena Foss from Cold Chamber at that time,
Yeah.
and almost, yeah,
Almost.
got
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And
Almost.
unfortunately, somebody
Was gonna.
fucking cock blocked me when I came out. I'm like, fuck them. Because I was like, okay, we'll go with your bus. I'm like,
Yeah, to take them to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Remember
yeah,
that?
I was gonna take it
And
to
I'm
the
like,
Rock
I
and
have
Roll
no idea where
Hall
the
of
fuck it
Fame.
is. I have
I was
no
gonna take
idea.
her
I'm
to the
thinking,
Hall
I
of
don't know how to
Fame for
get there,
sure.
but
Yeah, I was gonna take her to the
yeah,
Hall of
we'll
Fame for
figure it
sure.
out.
But yeah, I
How
was
hard
like,
can it be to
holy
get
fuck.
to?
Yeah. But no, we've had such these great experiences amongst our side. I met Dave
Yeah.
Mustaine, I met, members of Nevermore, Symphony X.
Yeah.
I, you're just going on and on. You're just like, holy shit. The bands we've met on
Yes.
our show.
I know. It's
Some,
insane.
mid-tier, not big leaguers, but we consider, yeah, well, who are we to judge? Yeah, but we had Ralph Sheepers, we have Eric Wagner for Crown, God rest his
Yeah.
soul. We've had, I mean, how lucky have we been?
I know. It's amazing.
This goes back to the collector's thing too. We're collecting memories with
Yeah, with all
what
these
we've done on the
bands
show as well.
and relationships with, I'm friends with a lot of these groups, like, that I still follow, and we'll talk with,
Carl Sanders.
skeptical minds. Yeah. Carl Sanders.
Oh,
Yes, and it's just really cool to see occasional things from him, from Sermon,
yeah.
and Tony Dolan from Vetamink, and
Yep. Of course.
Curran Murphy is right in our
Current's
backyard.
fantastic. Yep.
Yeah, and Mark Jackson, Justin, from Sorcerer, Justin
Yep.
Biggs, and Christian Nyman, just these guys we know them, we have relationships with them, and that's been the thing that blows my mind continually, as
Like
how
you
many.
still want to talk to us? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, King Fowley, Deb Levine,
Yeah.
and
King's a
yeah,
blast.
yes, and just like so many great people that we have talked with, Michelle Langevin,
Absolutely.
and we got more people coming on. So it's just yeah, this show has been just so amazing. It doesn't get doesn't get lost on me,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. By the way, kids, we don't get paid for this shit. We
yeah,
really don't get paid for this shit. But let me tell
no,
you, just the memories we've collected and the fun that we have, it's well worth everything.
I
So,
love it. Yeah, that's why we do it. It's fun. I've got just a few more things to talk about collecting.
okay.
One, it's my two are the biggest collections, so I'm saving the biggest for last.
Okay.
Um, Comic books. I started collecting comic books literally from the day I was born. My dad had three comic books for me. It was a Flash Gordon, a Mandrake the Magician, and the Phantom. And I still
Ooh.
have those books. Yeah, because they are
Oh,
the
dude,
defenders of the
that's
earth. Yeah,
really cool.
and some of those got ruined in the flood. So I have them, but they're ruined. Because they were pristine. They were pristine.
Oh,
Um, but anyway, so I started collecting comic books, and one time I probably had about 5,000 books or so, and over time I sold a bunch and then gave a bunch away, then got involved with a nonprofit, the Operation Comic Book, operationcomicbook.org, and giving comic books away. So by that time I was getting books in digital form, and I'm like, well, I'm happy to give a couple thousand comic books to kids. So I'm really proud of the work we've done. Not to get off on this PSA for Operation
No, no,
Comic Book,
no.
but
Cool.
over 5,000 kids have come through our program. We promote literacy and creativity by teaching kids how to make their own comic books. So we've had 5,000 kids come through our program. We've given away over 45,000 comic books. And
Oh, yeah.
so
It's amazing.
I know. So I'm,
Very cool.
and then we've been going over 15 years. Um, and one of the very first groups we did, it was like a junior high, middle school kids. One of the students there, she did an amazing comic book. It was like manga inspired, really beautiful stuff. Well, she's working for Disney now. She's an animator for Disney. That
Oh,
program really gave her the courage,
awesome.
and he's saying, look, you are good enough. You can do this. This is something, and it really solidified in her that this is what she wanted to do. So,
What,
I mean,
what
come on.
an amazing
So
story. That's great.
next week on nice things that Montag does. So, but so I love comic books. I mean, I would just go to the flea markets and buy them. I loved getting new ones. I had a big binder with all the issues that I had in there, and I could like check and see if I was, did want to buy doubles. And if I always could find good bargain, three for $1, four for $1, I was snatching them up.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
you know, Never
I was
came
a big comic.
across. Hmm?
I was a big comic book kid myself, growing up. I had fond memories of my grandmother, walking me down the street here in Sandusky to the uh, local drive-through or whatever like that, and they'd have it on the stands, and I
Yeah.
get those like that. And then there was one time in college, early part of college, I had subscriptions to a local
Oh
comic book
yeah.
place in Sandusky,
Oh
and so I go
nice.
down every was it every couple weeks? No, every month, and I get my monthly. Here's a new issue of this or whatever. I had Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, Ghost Rider. There's one other one that I was really into. But anyways, I really like Moon Knight when that came out too. I used to do like drawings at my grandmother's house of Moon Knight, trying to do my own from the actual
Yeah.
artwork. I remember
Oh
doing
yeah.
that, and um, but yeah, it was just the only thing I was never a fan of was black and white comics. It's like I didn't understand how like I want the color and that stuff.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, if the writing's good and can carry it when you get more mature and later age, you're like,
Right.
okay, well I can see where the writing can, but the black and white thing, I'm like, put the
Yeah.
color in. I want
As a
to see the
kid,
color.
you wanted the full color. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I loved comic books. I mean, I
Mhm.
was reading before I went to school because I was read to from infancy. So I could read before I went to kindergarten. And I'm like, why the fuck are we learning ABCs? Can't you dopes read?
I'm
You
be
know?
honest. What's going on here?
I know, like,
Yeah, I'm kindergarten. I can already
yeah.
masturbate. What the fuck's wrong
Montag
with all
goes
you
to
guys?
like, where am I at? Um, but Yeah, so I just always loved it, and having comic books, like whether it was like the Harvey stuff in the 70s, like Casper and Little Hot
Oh
Stuff,
yeah,
the Little Devil, my mom would like to get those for me because she loved those when she was a kid. And
sure.
I enjoyed them. They're fun, they're silly. Any kind of like Bugs Bunny comic books. And I'd love to get like the Dr. Spectre, the Charlton had a whole like Monster Hunters in the 70s, like this, they weren't particularly drawn well. I could tell there was a difference in the art quality than in like a Marvel book, but it
Right.
didn't matter. I just read it. I just read everything, Then I got into Marvel, DC, of course, the two big ones, and then started like I wanting to be a completist. The goal, like Pokemon, or like with me with cannabis, Tokemon, you want to get them all. You want to smoke them all. And I was wanting to buy like
Yeah,
every comic book, like
sure.
and
You know what, buddy? Always tripped me up though, and I didn't like. I can appreciate what they're trying to do, but the crossover stuff
oh
they did,
yeah,
it like confused you. You're like,
it,
okay, now what? Where am I going from here? And then it's like it always like
they'd always
interrupted,
tell you, but you
like
don't know that going into it. Yeah,
right, right. So
yeah. So they DC got wise to that in the 90s when they killed Superman.
yes,
Spoiler alert. And they did a whole big thing, and the same way with Batman when he got his back broken. Um,
yes,
they started doing the story arc and would put the number like in the corner of the comic books, so you would know what number to read them. And all of
Uh,
the related comic
um,
books would have the same banner, like Night Quest or Nightfall or whatever, the Death of
sure.
Superman. And so you could easily see that banner on all the related comic books. But that made it impossible really to read all the books, because it got so convoluted to where it was like you had to read 70 some issues to get the story. I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm going to pick up Teen Titans to get the story of whatever happened, or
Exactly. Yeah, they didn't want to, branch out into all these other lesser than, character. And it's like, no, I'm not going to
yeah,
go all that fucking way.
yeah.
To, do-
It started in the
so,
we could do a whole show on comic books, because I'm pretty much a comic book nerd. This started in the modern age with the Crisis on Infinite Earths and the
right.
Marvel's superhero Secret Wars, as far as like titles that connected to every other title, in the universe.
Exactly.
And
Jeez.
it was
And
impossible to read all
that's
those.
where they made the problem in the movies too, was trying to cross over to all these different, and then you're like the Marvel universe. And
Yeah.
and I think people got fatigued. People
Well,
have been fatigued.
I
I know
think by the
I'm
time,
looking forward to the Superman movie.
yeah,
Like
it's
I said,
good.
you told me, but I'm like, as far as anything, I'm like, I don't need to
Yeah.
see
Well, the
Man
story
and
was told. That's
Wasp,
the thing.
Quantum or something.
The story was told, like the Avengers saga was over, and that whole like Infinity Saga was done.
Right.
And they started, most of those characters now were done though. And that's the thing. Those are the like the top tier characters.
Sure.
You're going to continue with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the number one in Marvel, but all the
Yeah.
other characters are like the secondary. And so I'm not as interested. And the movies haven't been as good recently. They have just have
No.
not.
No.
So I haven't seen Thunderbolts, although I'm looking forward to it. But
That last Captain America one, Brave New World. That
yeah,
kind of
it's
came and
okay.
went. It's okay.
Yeah, I heard so many bad things about it. I came into it going, well, let's just see, because I got a copy, and like, why not? So I watch it, and it's not, I won't say that it's good. It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay.
There are some moments of the writing is really bad. I like the general story, but I think racism aside, I think people have a hard time with John Mackey as Cap, as which I don't have a problem, because I
No.
always loved Falcon.
Oh, me
Captain
too.
America and Falcon that they were the team that I read as a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
So because other than Bucky, I would want Falcon being Cap. If I had to choose who was going to carry the shield,
He's got a sidekick, man, or
yeah,
carry on the
Bucky would
tradition.
be my
Yeah.
first choice.
Sure.
And if not, then it falls to the Falcon, because they were together in arms.
Yep.
So I would definitely go with them. But anyway, yeah, it just wasn't
Yeah.
executed very well.
I
So
got a little sidetracked in it,
that's okay.
but no, I it's part of the collection thing though too, because people are, besides the comic collection, Marvel Universe movie collection. I mean, Jesus,
Yeah,
can't even keep up with it.
yeah,
It got ridiculous,
yeah.
and it gets sidetracked with the crossover stuff that it relates to the comic books as well. And you're like going like, what order? And you go through, you watch this one in order of this and that and these. I'm like, I don't have the fucking patience for that. I'm too
Hmm.
fucking old. It's just like, but yeah, I get it. But yeah, comics, man, a big part of both our lives. And I
Yeah.
remember I had like 3 full boxes of, I mean, you had more comics than I did, but I remember I had them, and I don't know if they were sold or whatever. I forget what it was, but got a Moon Knight, Spider-Man, X-Men,
Hmm.
uh, X Factor or something like that. Or
Yeah.
I had spin-offs,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had a bunch of different stuff. So,
Yeah.
and then the horror comics too. We can put
Oh
that in
yeah,
there too.
EC had those reprints in the '90s.
DC? Yeah, yeah.
And like the old Boris Karloff, the stuff from Dell and Key,
Right, right.
Boris Karloff. There was a Twilight Zone. There were some other horror comic books like, and then DC and Marvel both had like Tales from the Crypt, or like Tales of the Dead, or there was a Marvel
I remember Marvel had the
Zombies,
Dracula one too. I
Tomb of
loved that.
Dracula, Werewolf by
Yeah,
Night. Yeah, those are fantastics, really.
that's
All
great
the
memories. Though.
ghostly books. Yeah, you know. Um, I think one of the last things I can talk about here, this is where I do have my show and tell, and
About time.
I know. It's about fucking time, Montag. You show up late for work. Um, this as you can tell, is Godzilla -1.
Jealous.
Um, I
Oh,
got
jealous.
this. It just came like this. I didn't have to put it together. It's a beautiful
Oh,
figure.
nice.
Yeah, and the price was right. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it's got these glowy fins. But
Dude.
this is the theme. Because here is Shin Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That's a good face.
That's a
Not
nice
as
one.
good as mine. Godzilla. Yes, Godzilla. Um, so I have
Sure, I
several
didn't see you playing with your doll, sir. Yeah.
yeah, I have several hundred figures. This is a chunky one. This is a Space Godzilla from Mondo.
Oh, yeah.
In their it's a special color theme variant. I think it's from a Crunchyroll theme. It's all orange and
Okay.
yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but this one, Mondo makes very limited number editions. So if you don't get it, you're gonna, be out of luck. But I saw that. I'm like, it's $125. Okay, I'm gonna have to get it. I want it. But
Fucking cool.
I just don't. I mean, I used to buy. I mean, I would go to G Fest and I would spend hundreds of dollars on figures,
Sure,
and
sure.
because that was the thing I did for myself. That was my vacation. It was my
Well,
Christmas. So, but now I have I have as much as I need. I don't need it all, which
yeah.
is totally fine.
Well,
But
it's like it's weird, you're gonna find this surprising. Like I don't buy music as much as I used to anymore. Physical. I don't know if it's a change in me, just but it's almost like you get to a point like you're not gonna physically get through all this in your life.
right,
Why do
right,
you keep purchasing it? Why
yeah,
do you can
yeah,
enjoy it, but why,
yeah. And
there's
I
certain
got
bands
music
like,
for you. I've got a whole sleeve of
oh,
music somewhere
I know, I
here. I
can't
gotta
wait.
find it.
Uh, but oh, speaking of new music, Testament just put out the new single. Have you heard it yet?
Yeah, I heard a little clip from it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're a
they're
good band.
still
They still have it.
they're my top thrash metal band for a fucking reason, man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's one that will definitely be a purchase because that's my top thrash metal band. But overall, I just like I see these new. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And I'm just
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
it's something a change in something is coming out.
Yeah.
And Montag's going about fucking time.
Welcome to my world. Yeah. Well,
I don't know. It's
I
age, or it's just like it's getting more reality. We're getting as
mhm.
we're just like saying, am I gonna really listen to all this shit? I don't
You're
even touch
right.
3/4 of it now that I got.
Exactly. Right. Like I have no problem getting digital comic books. And I get them, a couple times a year and thinking I'll read these one day, but I'm just getting into 1974, I've been reading them chronologically from 1938,
Yeah,
38,
yeah, yeah.
and I just have to be in the mood for it. But as a kid, I would have killed. Like that's all I would have wanted to do in my life, like read comic books. So now that I have them and I have everything else, that's the thing. It's like, what do you have? When you have all the entertainment in the world, a glut of entertainment, you get paralyzed. Like I don't know if I want that today. Like before, you would have like killed to read all these
Right.
comic
Well,
books.
it's almost like it has an opposite effect. It has a desensitization on the things that you
Yeah.
used to love, and then it becomes with age and everything. You're just like,
Right.
"Eh,
Because it was
it's there,
rare.
but
Like as a kid,
I,
like to find monster movies, you had to wait till it was on the TV. Like you get your TV guide and you look for monster movies, and I would like put a mark next to it in the
it was the
pen or write it down.
anticipation. There was that
Yeah. And
excitement.
you're like, oh my God, it's gonna be on. You have to be there at the moment. Now you can get anything, now
Yeah,
on
yeah.
demand, stream it or whatever, that's fine.
That's a great point, Monte, because it's
I'm
like
grateful.
when you first got that first CD, whatever.
Yeah.
First album, the smell of the vinyl,
Hmm.
the booklet, whatever, that everything about it. You can sit and stare for now. You're just like everything's become so oversaturated with the digital media. You're just like, "Oh, there it is."
Yeah.
And it's like I think that affects us. I don't think younger people don't really appreciate. They can't appreciate what we experienced growing up without that digital media area, without the social media, period. Because we sought it out. It was word of mouth. It was in Cream. It was in Hit Parade. Or it was in Circus Magazine. This is the stuff that we are Fangoria. This is how we got our connection. But then it was like, hey, buddy, did you see this new movie? Oh, you got to see this horror movie. This is great. Or did you hear this new Iron Maiden album? Oh, it's just released today. And then you get like, I'm already a fan since Peace of Mind or whatever. So fuck, I'm gonna get it.
Right.
But that's the thing. And I think I miss a lot about that. I
Yeah.
miss a lot about that in our society.
Yeah,
Because
the
I think we
search, as
yeah,
as Lemmy so eloquently put, writes, the chase is better than the
and then the
catch.
cat. Yes, sir.
And we have easy access to everything. So
Yeah.
you don't appreciate it because
It's just
like,
the
you know,
newness, the excitement's not
I hear
behind it.
people get VPNs and download things from torrent sites. I hear that some people do that, and perhaps that's how they get things, you know.
Exactly.
And I'm guessing you could probably get
I,
all kinds of things
I,
online like that,
I
movies
don't
and
even know
things.
where to begin.
I know.
What you're
I
talking
don't.
about.
That's what I hear. But
Sorry, I got on my tangent on that,
no,
but
no,
it's
that's
just like
good. But I
I
understand.
miss that.
We don't
I
have
miss that
the search.
excitement.
We don't have the
Yeah.
chase anymore, really.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get the catch. And again, I'm not saying down with the internet. I'm not that lot of kind of Luddite.
Right.
Um, but there's something that has been lost. But I think that though kids find their own thing. Every generation finds its own thing to like seek out. Like, the next generation loves, if they're doing like the Pokemon or Magic cards, every so often those new Magic cards come out or whatever. They were always, there's still a physicality to it. They're still collecting physical media to play the game. And
There's
so
really a
that's
thing to
the
say something's lost in
yeah, so
translation
they're
throughout these
investing
generations.
like that time, like for them, that's the new drop, like, and so I get that. It's not, they don't have to collect every card, or maybe they can't, but they're looking for those. Like I would collect comic books, or you would collect music. So I think
Yeah.
every generation will have
It's
its
like the
thing.
excitement is, I don't know.
But that's
When you used to be able
age.
to like,
That's age. That's totally fucking age, man. As you get older, you just
I'm denying it. I am not getting older, damn it. I'm getting
you look
younger.
like a piece of beef jerky, man.
I'm just as sprite as I ever. Actually, I have better color because I quit smoking. Yes, kids, I quit
Yes.
smoking. So
So yes. Yeah, before you were, it was like I was glad we were getting close to Halloween because people would have thought maybe you were wearing makeup.
and I've
Uh,
increased my appetite, so I went from 5 pounds to about 6 pounds
there you
heavier.
go. Good for you, man.
No, but I no, my appetite has definitely
Yeah,
increased here for that. So
I'm happy for you.
Kane, quiet.
So
Sorry.
that's good. That's on. Um, yeah, but I get it. So I don't really like buy things. I'll buy the occasional figure. Like if it's a really cool Godzilla figure, like the -1 really brought me back into
Dude,
collecting. Just a
that
couple minus
movie,
ones. It was so good.
dude, I can't. There's never a Godzilla movie, maybe other than another one. But this one, I teared up. I actually wept a little. No, the
Yeah.
human element was unbelievable. The
Yep.
acting was fantastic. It
Fantastic.
was just, dude, it won a Grammy and well deserved. So this was not a
Yeah.
Grammy, Academy Award,
Yeah.
but
It was really good.
yeah. Well, my friend, we
So,
could go on and on.
yeah, but I think we should wrap it up. This is
Yes,
about the
sir.
only thing I'm doing now. I don't know if you see my hat, Space Battleship Yamato. That's the thing. That's
Nice.
the only thing I've been kind of collecting lately is just
Yeah,
hats
hats. You got it. Good for
because,
you.
like why not? I never was a hat guy, but I didn't realize there were so many fun hats out there. I'm like, why not? Let's do it.
Exactly.
So,
You should have gotten the
yeah.
chop top train a long time ago.
Well, it has been fun trip down memory lane. This
Yes,
has
sir.
been great. And
Bro.
next show, we're going to be returning back to our more traditional fare. We're bringing back Slugfest. It's going to be Jake E. Lee versus Jake E. Lee. Next time on Heavy Metal Horror. You can find Heavy Metal Horror on unsaneradio.com. Listen to full episodes or download to your device. You can find us on Facebook, Heavy Metal Horror Podcast. On Instagram, look for Montag Lewis, one word. Our YouTube page, Heavy Metal Horror Podcast. If you're watching, that's where you're at. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you know someone who would like our show, tell them about us. This has been Montag, Master of Illusion.
And ChopTop.
And you've been watching and listening to Heavy Metal Horror.
This is Doug Helvering, and you have been listening to Heavy Metal Horror, the best podcast that you've never heard before.